Hey, so it's been quite a while, but I'm here with the Enchanting update. My personal overview, and explaining everything. Let's go. So, first of all, if you look at the Enchanting skill, they added requirements to all the enchants, and as you level up, obviously you get them. So, unfortunately, if you don't have Enchanting 20, you can't use Ultimate Wires or whatever. And they also added ability damage in there for all the mages. It's just a little 0.5, it's not much, it's just a little extra thing. They also increased Enchanting to 60 now, it goes above 50. And also they removed anvil uses. If I was to combine these two books here, zero XP levels, and it wouldn't have any anvil uses on the book. The same is applied for like weapons or whatever. And it does have an apply cost there, but that's only to apply if you want to apply it to armor or whatever the books are. So you can combine all the books however you want. You can do it that way. It's still zero, and it won't change anything. No anvil uses, which is really nice. They've changed the enchant. By the way, you can do /ET and /AV. AV for the anvil, ET for the enchantment table, and they changed it quite a lot. So if I want to, this is the new enchanting setup. So you can view all the enchantments in the game, turbo mushroom, whatever, what level you can unlock them, how you get them, everything. Yeah, pretty nice because you don't have to looking on the forums for guides and everything. So bookshelf power is how many bookshelves you have. So if you just have the standard enchantment table like bookshelf setup, then you'll have 32 power and it'll be fine. That's all you need. If you go above that, then it won't change anything. 32 is like you can have like I think 500 or something, but it doesn't work. 32 is like the effective cap. And so you can just go through all the enchants. Say I want to remove First Strike from my foot here. I go to First Strike, 75 levels, then I can click to remove. And now First Strike has been removed from my foot here. Flower of Truth, whatever you want to call it. Foot is funny. But I actually don't. I want to keep First Strike. So then you click, then you add. And First Strike's been added. It's as simple as that. You can enchant whatever. That's how it works. There are a bunch of new enchants like Titan Killer. There's Siphon. There's a bunch of ones. These, however, conflict. Like if we go to the guide here. Let's try and find some. Okay, Respite, that's a new one. It conflicts with Rejuvenate. It's a different version of it, and yeah, it's just a different version of Rejuvenate. And it's a bunch of new enchants like Thunderbolt. There's Big Brain was normal. There is, let's go Siphon. A lot of these new enchants conflict with like Lifesteal or other enchants already, so you just have to watch out for that. And they're not also straight upgrades. They are harder to get, I would say, but they're not straight upgrades. Just be careful of that. You gotta like work out is Siphon better than Lifesteal, and you gotta work out, what level maybe, and you work it out. And that's basically the new enchantment table layout. And they've also capped the XP that you can get from the enchantment table at 500k. So you could, whenever you add an enchant and whenever you remove one, it's capped at 500k. Because when I got the experience for removing First Strike, I got some XP, and whenever I add First Strike, I got XP. But that you can only get 500k per day. Whereas this new table here, it's if you go to Enchanting Recipes, I think it's unlocked at like Enchanting 1, it's super cheap. It's basically like a carpentry item, like you can like move it and do whatever. And it's what you really need to do. This is the new, how you get your enchanting XP. Like I was like, I think 22 or something before this update. And I know it's been quite a while, but this is insane, dude. So how it works is I've done it. So it resets daily. Like you see, I can do it again in like what, 12 hours, and it resets daily. And so then you get a free attempt to do it then. It doesn't require anything, and yeah. And then you can also renew the experiment. So if I could do it 3 times daily, and it requires 400 XP levels, 500 bits, and yeah, you can do that as you. I think the first one's 100 XP. I think the second's 200 or something like that. And yeah, so it gets more and more expensive, and you can do it more and more because it is. I don't know about the 400 one, but it's definitely worth renewing when it's like 100 XP and a couple bits, because you can get so much XP from this. But even if you don't, even if you just do the free one that you get per day, 12 hours, whatever, it is so good. You can get at least like 200k XP from this. It's crazy. And especially since they added like requirements to some of the enchants. Like, what is it? You need Soul Eater at 36, you know? You can't, it's so basically these 2 little mini games here. It's called experiments, and there's 2 different types. This one is where you just like follow the pattern, just like in some of the Floor 7 games and Among Us or whatever. The high level you are, like Enchanting level, the more XP it'll give, and the more clicks. We'll use clicks. We'll come back to that later. And the second one is this ultra sequence. I think you unlock it at like Enchanting 25. You unlock it, and it's basically where you got to memorize where things are. Like this is that there and that there, and then you got to go there and then there, and you got to memorize that. And then the last one is the super pairs here, where you can, from the clicks that you get at the different rewards, if you reach like, if you in this ultra sequence, if you go up to like round 9 or whatever, then you get like 3 clicks or whatever. But then you can use those clicks in super pairs. And so in super pairs, you'll see that all the rewards you can get there. And basically, as the higher like level, enchanting level you are, the better rewards you get. But it requires more and more XP, so that's why I splashed that Titanic there. And that 22 at the top there is how many clicks I have. So you can see all those glass. If I click that button, then it'll like unveil it, and it could be like a Titanic bottle underneath that, and I'd have to like match the pairs. And if I found like a venomous book, then I would like match the pairs of that venomous book or whatever. About the mods used in this video, I'll leave a link down in the description for the mods that I used. But one of the admins, Doctor, he did confirm that the use of these mods are allowed and will not be punished as long as it doesn't click for you. Like you'll see here, that it's just showing me, you know, like what was some of the previous things that I clicked on. But as long as it doesn't click for you, essentially it's not a macro, you'll be fine and it's all allowed. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy.